Okay, there you go. Let's start.
Oh yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Mic check 1 2 3.
Yes, sir. In the building, in the flesh.
Can you hear me? Good.
Yeah, I hear you fine, man. I hear you fine. I'm just trying to make sure we
Hey,
get at one time.
hey, let's go. Let me see. Can I got myself in a little bitty window at the bottom. How do I change that?
Well, there you go on the big window now on my phone.
Yeah, on your phone. You in the big one on my phone. On my that's fine. I know what I look like.
All right. Now we got, cause I don't know why, cause I don't have Messenger on this other phone set up yet,
Yeah.
so it's not gonna let me talk to you on the other phone yet. So I gotta take this one off. I'm still here. Relax.
Josh McGlone is live from a messenger room. It says it on my timeline, so I guess I'm on there. We got 3 viewers, so we on.
Yeah, we here.
All right.
Yeah, we on. So yeah, we on.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now we cooking. Can you hear my music?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta try to do it real soft. All right, we good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Let's-
good.
Man, we're gonna do a little bit different tonight. I felt a little different, man. I don't have the real talk gear. I got something different on. Ole Miss can pay me later. You know. You
I'm
ready to
trying to
get
see.
after it?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure we on live here.
Yeah, I looked it up on my profile and it's sitting up. We got 4 viewers. Somebody comment if you can hear us and see us. All
We up.
right.
We are up.
Hey, when I was sitting on it earlier and wasn't saying nothing, the number started going. Doo, 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 doo. I was like, it's like he on here just sitting listening to music. He ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes though.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It ain't about quantity, right? It's about quality.
Yep, because what they say, quality will bring the quantity later.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
all
we
it
did
is.
say that.
Yes,
We
sir.
did say that. Hey, Nicole. What's up, sister?
Hey, Cole. 62A1C0613.
Can we share that to the Real Talk group?
Yeah, you can do that. You can share this whole thing to the group while you on there.
I got it. All right. We do it a little bit differently, but also we can start the same way we always started. Anything interesting or good happened to you lately? How was your day? How you doing?
Man, I'm great, dog. I'm great,
You
man.
look good, man. You got the nice looks.
Yeah, I've been working on it, bro. My grandmother and my mother always say they can't see my face, so I decided to take it down a little bit.
All right. Yeah. My wife says she liked the beard, so I'm growing it out. It's growing on me, literally. She said it made me look like a man. I don't look like a boy anymore. I still got that baby face though, man. Look, still a baby. You don't see the beard. I'm still.
I see.
Don't get it twisted though. I'm still a grown man.
Hey, okay. Yeah, That boy is foolish.
Anything good, interesting happened to you lately?
I'm at peace with a lot of things, man. I'm at peace with a lot of things. That's all I really got.
Hey,
Lately, anything new? I'm at peace, bro.
hey, peace is good.
With a lot of things.
Peace is always good, man. Yeah, for me, peace is hard to come by. Definitely, especially nowadays, you got to create your own peace.
Yeah, you do have to do that.
I'm gonna have to get some change like you, man. I got the
Well,
little.
I put you in a little secret, man.
I got the little bitty chain.
Christmas gift.
My mama gave me the chain.
Hey, look. A Christmas gift from Bae. Might not believe this, but this is P Blings merchandise. My mother sells these type of jewelry. And look,
Hey, there you go.
And look, if y'all need
Put it on.
any bling, holla at us. Hey,
Bling, bling.
It don't mean a thing.
Man, hey, you ain't got to bling on anything.
This was a self gift to myself. You know, I'm in the chain. I got I got a few chains, man.
Oh yeah, chains and rings.
Chains, you know, yeah. That's about it.
I ain't got the rings yet, but I got probably like 3 or 4 chains, but I'm only comfortable wearing about 1 or 2 at a time.
Hey man, it's a feel, man. You know, some people it's just not for something. You gotta realize I graduated from. I started with rubber band chains. Don't ever forget that now.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember rubber band chains.
The whole rubber band.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into this motivation versus inspiration thing, man. It's that a lot of times they are interchanged. People say motivation and inspiration. I'm gonna have my daily motivation or my daily inspiration. Is not the same thing.
Not at all.
It's not the same thing. You know me and you like to do definitions.
Yeah, so you
I don't know if you looked it up, but I looked up the definition, and motivation is the state or condition of being motivated or having a strong reason to act or accomplish something.
Right.
And it comes from the root of motive, which is something that causes a person to act a certain way or do a certain thing. So for me, I use this show, for example. Let me go ahead and do the inspire too, so we gonna tie it in together. So the inspiration is a divine influence directly and immediately exerted upon the mind or soul. And it comes from the root of inspire, to feel an animating or quickening or exalting influence. So inspiration, I was inspired to start this show because I saw a need for men and unity. There need to be a unity with men. We don't have a whole lot of outlets to do stuff in. Women have they can have some coffee or go out with the girls and kind of unwind. They're open to have emotions and stuff, and they can watch the Housewives or the Love and Hip Hop and all that, and feel like they getting away, feel like they got an outlet. But men, we got ESPN, news. If we get amongst each other, we're not comfortable with talking about certain things because it hasn't been okay. It's a taboo for men to open up about stuff. That's what inspired me to start this. Now, what motivates me every day to do it is when I hear somebody say, man, I appreciate what you're doing on Facebook. I appreciate this videos and stuff that you put out. It helps me get going on days. That motivates me because sometimes I don't feel like doing the show. Like today, I could have easily said, man, you know what, we can do this another day. I don't even feel like it. But I had to reach back for the inspiration. Why am I doing this in the first place? To help fuel my motivation. That's how I see motivation and inspiration.
Right? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
What you got?
Well, I did a little research.
A little bit of research.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my definition. You probably got the same ones too, but I just felt it from a different one. Inspiration would be the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative.
Mm-hmm.
And then, motivation, to me, I'm going to give it to you like this. To me and how I find it, motivation is a paycheck. Physical pain, physical pleasure, grades, anger, greed, hatred, lust, fear, making a profit. Those would be motivation. But inspiration would be like integrity, a mentor, moral obligations, a true friend, music, literature, learning, theater. Just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
But motivation, to me, is a push factor. See, like what I can do is, I can talk to you. I can come to you and be like, Josh, you need to do this show today, bro, because this show is reaching people and it needs to be heard. But if that motivation don't spark your inspiration that's come from within,
that's right.
Points. And see, most people have motivation for 48 hours. Oh yeah, I'm finna lose this weight one day. Oh, I'm hurting. I'm be ready tomorrow. 2 days, I'm hurting. Man, I'm taking a break. I can't do this. But it's just like the word in the Bible. Once you let it get in your heart, you'll never be without. You'll know what to do and when to do when it comes. So inspiration is something that's lifelong. Motivation is just like the booster cables. Just sometimes your battery might be a little low because you left a light on it, and you need a little more pump. So you got to go and hook up to your battery so I can get going. Yep. But once I hook up to your battery, you right back to normal without my cables no more. That's how I look at it. And then I'll leave it at that till we go deeper. I plan on going deeper, yeah.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah. And that's how I saw that motivation is more of a short-term type thing. Trying to get you a boost off. Like, man, I worked out yesterday, but today I'm going to take a break because I'm tired. You're not motivated. But you reach back to that inspiration. Why were you going to work out in the first place? Because you wanted to get back in shape. You wanted to lose weight. You weren't happy with yourself. You wanted to feel better about yourself, something. So that's where you got to reach back for that inspiration. That's what, like you said, it's deep down. The inspiration is what's seeded in you. It's long term. That's what's going to sustain you the whole time while you doing whatever it is that you're doing. And one thing that I noticed when you were talking about the definition of motivation was it's a lot more negative things that can be tied to motivation because people got negative motives all the time. Greed, hidden agendas. Man, it's a lot of negativity that's behind motivation. And that'll get you jumpstart real quick, like get rich quick scheme. I want to steal this or I want to sell this or whatever. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah, like it said, motivation will be a paycheck. But when you're inspired to go to your job every morning, when you're inspired to get up at 5 and inspired to go and see what you can do different today, that means that I'm not motivated to go anymore. I love this. See, people of course it's about the job. We need the finances. But once you go and you love something, like I love my job. It's about the only job I've ever really loved outside of side job and stuff. But the fact that I love it, I get up every day. I don't need nobody to call me. You need to go to work today, Quill. You got to, it ain't about that. I am inspired because my heart is inspired. So when I wake up in the morning, the fact that I'm still breathing, I know I can get up and go to work again. Do I feel like it some days? No, but see, motivation only sparks me, but the inspiration keeps me afloat every day.
Right.
And so, you know, this is my subject, the inspiration and motivation, so I can really get caught
That's
up
right.
and go
That's
on
right.
more. So I would just, you know, stop there until we get somewhere else. I don't want to overdo it on, you know, on the show.
That's cool, man. I don't consider it just because we live. I don't feel like it's any different than any other time because it's not like we go back and edit stuff, and people don't even know people don't know what we go through to get this show out. I mean, you think about, okay, we put a first couple of shows out, then my daughter got COVID. It sat us down for a little while. Then you got COVID, and then I went through a troubling time in my own body. Right, something is gonna happen.
Yeah,
Something's great somewhere because of this show, and we can't. The motivation. Another thing that I was thinking about was the inspiration. I can't forget about the inspiration of this show. What inspired me to do it? So I can't be motivated by how many people watching, how many people liking, how many people sharing, how many people subscribing. I can't be motivated by that.
you cannot.
Because if that becomes my motivation, then I'm doing it for the wrong reasons.
And since we're there, remind my buddy.
Let's go.
I caught myself in that vein of why I ain't getting no, because when my first video came out, it was boom. I'm still at 10. I got 10,000 views on that one video by itself, not the different shares and the likes and the views on it.
Yeah.
Just my view is 10,000.
Bro, you know, I don't want to interrupt you, but I realized on your YouTube, one of your other YouTube pages, I saw 89,000 views on one of them on the Chains Gang dance.
Yes.
89,000. Dang, that is like that inspired me. It ain't even once you get past, you know, a few hundred, you get up to 89,000. Like that is like really somebody is being touched if you got that many views.
And the thing was with that was I'll go back in a minute, but with that 89,000 views in the video, when we dance, we put our heart into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're going through something and you really got chains on you, my the way I felt, I let it go in the dance. And then the other people, whatever they was dealing with at the same time, you can feel the energy through a phone. People say energy, but it's called the spirits, you know what I'm saying? But we'll use the energy. You can put in, you can feel something for real happening through a phone. But you got to realize when that song was out, that's what everybody was on. And so you can't go back like now. It's been at that for like 5-6 years. It ain't went up since because that era was over with.
Yeah, that fad, people go through fads and crap.
Yeah, they were motivated by that because Break Every Change was hot. Break Every Change was it. But what you have to realize is when the motivation is gone, when the numbers stop coming, you still inspiring your heart to keep going because I can look back and see that one of our videos, because that's a whole team, one of our videos got almost 90,000 views, and it went up like in a month. So it can get back there, but the big thing about real inspiration that really challenges you, everybody don't like that at the time. They'll watch your stuff, and they'll inbox you and tell you they like your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't gonna come in and like it because it'll challenge them to have to change, or it might be too holy.
Hold them accountable.
Yeah, and I saw a TikTok that said, man, why your video ain't doing numbers? And I support you, bro, but why you ain't share the video? Why you ain't like the video? And it's not anymore at this point where I'm mad if you don't give me no. I don't care. Yeah. Because I've had people come back, and I've been motivated and inspired from people calling me in the middle of the night, where your video just kept me alive. And hangs up the phone. Dude, your video really touched my mother. And she not even into church. That right there, that type of stuff inspires me to keep going. And then it's those supporters that I'm sorry. Now I know we on motivation,
Oh, you right in
inspiration,
there.
but let's talk about the support. For anybody out there and somebody trying to support you, I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna be your family. It's gonna be the people that ain't related to you that show you more love and support than anybody. But see, some of the reasons that some people don't like the stuff that you post, sometimes just because it's you. And they got something inside of them that this is real talk, real men, right?
Real talk, real man.
Okay. And what's inside of you don't agree with them. Now, if you were doing exactly what they do, oh, it'd be love and they'll comment all
Oh
this.
man.
But somebody else can share it. Somebody else can share my stuff. My stuff, and this is humbly saying this, share my things.
Yeah.
And they'll like it on theirs because what's in that person.
They're attracted to that and not you.
Because it's me. But you have to be okay, and that's where your inspiration comes from. And then if I get even deeper, I have to look back and I have to see, like the host of this show right here. I went to his hospital room when he had sepsis. He ain't even supposed to be alive right now. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But this man was laid up in a room going through all these things, except my great-grandmother died from sepsis. And you sitting here. That's inspiration for me. When I had COVID, I think I done got caught up, but it's okay. When I'm sitting up in my room,
keep it rolling.
dark, depressed, going through everything I'm going through, in that one little bitty room, locked up, you know what my motivation was? I can make it. But my inspiration was my grandma laid up in the hospital. And she fighting, and she's still standing on her face. My mama can't breathe, but she's still standing on her face. She got pneumonia in both of her lungs. She's still fighting, and diabetic, and still fighting for her faith. So how can I not be inspired? And then my little cousin Zoe never really gets sick at all, but she over there fighting, can't feel her hands and all this, and I got little minor things, and I'm like, I'm inspired. That if they can come out, I can come out. But see, if you lose motivation and inspiration at the same time, you are in a whirlwind, because that's when the devil creeps in. See, this is just who I am, y'all. I cannot not be me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where you have this thing where you like, oh, this might just be better if I die. So your motivation and your inspiration have been tampered. They're not going to just tamper because they make you feel better, because motivation and inspiration is going to force you to do better. And see, if you don't want to do better all the time because you're tired, you don't feel like it, you're stuck in that same little realm. But what I need you to know is, find something. Go back. Remember what I don't know if you're spiritual or whatever, I don't know what you call, but lucky, however you want to look at it, just go back and if you want to call it, go see how lucky you were back then. Feel like that. Look at that one situation right there and see that, oh yeah, I can do this right here because they made it. All the way to your mama last night, bro. We had a long conversation. This lady had her neck cut open. Her neck cut open the day her mama died. Normally, you got to sit there and lay up in the bed. She went to her mother's funeral with her neck cut open, stuff coming, had to go through her neck, go to the back of her neck, had to go through her throat to go to the back of her neck, and she still fought. So why can't I push through a little bit of situation? I didn't see too much, bro. I didn't see too much. And I just can't really shake it. And it's just so real to see my grandmother go through breast cancer and still try to get up and preach. And it rained outside, we can't even come to church. That's my inspiration. That's why I do what I do. Even if don't nobody ever like my stuff, even if nobody ever say, good job. That's my inspiration, because I know I done seen God be good to me. All the way down to Frankie, he's supposed to be dead. I went to his car, and it was a can. And Shelby walked out the car, nothing, but Frank had to cut him out. But it just don't make sense, but he made it. And if I get deeper, I go to my Aunt Paula. She was dead before she drove that car 3 miles down the road. They had already said she was gone. How in the world does a car keep going back and forth across the road and don't go in a 90-foot ravine without dying? That's my inspiration. I've seen too much to be stupid like I have been in my past. And I really hope this helps somebody. If it don't, oh well, but it's real talk and it's real to me. But I know it is, but it's gonna challenge you. But oh boy.
Real talk.
Yeah, it's real, bro. And
Real talk.
I don't
It ain't for everybody that don't know. This ain't a show to see how many people like or share because somebody is in their feelings or somebody is telling a sad story. That ain't what it is. This for real.
I've seen all this. That's inspiration.
This for real. Stuff that really happens to people. I mean, think about people. There's people out there, and I think about some of these people that are going through COVID right now. Everybody is affected by this. Right. Everybody is affected by COVID. Everything that's going on right now. It's a level playing field. But some people got it worse. Some people got it worse. Think about these single parents. They got 3 or 4 kids and having to deal with them going to school back and forth or keeping them at home and going to school. Be inspired by somebody that makes it through that. And then CNN will put out stories every now and then, kind of inspirational story, but that don't inspire people, but that motivates them just for a second. Oh man, that's a nice story, but they don't let it resonate in their hearts. The real stories that people tell, if it don't really touch them, that's nice and scroll on to the next thing. But what they latch on to is the negativity. And it's sick, man.
Sick, man. Very sick.
Somebody was just talking about earlier that it's a shame that I don't get more support. Like people will share and comment on negative stuff, but they won't share and comment on or like positive stuff. They won't like my business. They won't promote my business. They won't support my business. And it's real talk with real men.
Well, put a rap song out that don't say nothing. You get 1,000 views, but you have to be okay with you knowing that you're doing what you're doing, and you're doing it for the right purpose. And you don't have no hidden agenda. Because some of the people that support you, sometimes they only support you because it benefits them. Oh, I like this right here. That was dope right there. I text it to later. Hey, will you? They
motivated by their agenda.
And you got to be okay with it. But this is the touchy subject here as well.
Oh yeah, I got a feeling this ain't gonna be the last time that we talk about this.
Yes, I've been doing this 3-4 years, and it's like, and it's just like, this last time I didn't care nothing about who liked it, who didn't. I tagged the people that always say something to me, always like it or shit. I went through and kept everyone.
Yeah.
Because they mean that much to me. Because without them, I don't have. I mean, without them, I'm good. But without God, I don't have.
Yeah, we get it. But your support still. I mean, you got the support from above, of course, but you got support here around people, and that's what makes us be able to do what we do. Because if it wasn't the people, we wouldn't be talking right now. We wouldn't be trying to touch somebody.
Yeah. And in that, all in that right there, I feel like it's still a part of the process. Ain't nobody supporting your business but the same 10 people every time you post it. That's fine.
That's it.
Because you have to go through that process. And that's a part of growth too. You got to be okay hurting to get to where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
And just because you're a man don't mean you don't hurt. And I pour out my heart. You pour out your heart into this show. It's starting to pick up. We pour out our heart into our videos. It's starting to show. But you got to start like from the bottom. That's a real statement. You got to start from the bottom. And sometimes you got to stay at the bottom just to realize it ain't nothing else but up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I just spit you motivation that can turn into your inspiration. And that goes me and you. But it's just how people look at it, man.
And that makes me think about when I was posting these last few videos last week and trying to see, if it was something would catch on, checking, see how many views you got on YouTube and all that. And it ain't about that. It's good to see. It makes me feel good when the views start going up, just because it makes me feel like more people are being touched.
Right.
But like you said, I do have to remember what the beginning inspiration was, and it's to touch anybody.
Anybody, and it ain't just
Yeah.
me. It's real talk, real men. But this get, bro, anybody can click on here.
Anybody.
At
We
that
open it
very
up to
moment,
anybody.
at that very moment they need it. I've got to that place. Like I had a guy the other day. When I say whole nother side of the world, when I say that, like one of my brothers that's not from my mother or my ethnicity at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hit him up and I told him I believed in him. And I told him that you got this. And after that, I sent him a video. I don't know if he watched it when I first sent it, but I sent it. He was like, man, I needed that. But see, sometimes what you're doing for right now ain't for now. It's for somebody else down the road when they at that moment.
I thought about that earlier when I'm sitting here watching the views go up and down, up and down. And I think about, well, just because it's only 5 viewers, that don't mean somebody ain't gonna click on this thing later.
Yeah.
And say, dang, man, that's what I needed right there.
But
What he just said, that was it. Even outside of the live right now, if they go back and click the video later, somebody else views it. I mean, you like, dang, that's it right there. It ain't even about here and now. It's about what can happen later, about the future.
We don't want this his show and co-host, Real Talk, Real Men. I'll say this. We ain't trying to be famous. We're just trying to be effective. And if only these 5 people on here are touched.
3 people now.
3 people? Cool. We've inspired. I don't see numbers. I just see live.
2.
I mean,
hey, go ahead and drop off, man. Real Talk, Real Man. It don't make you feel some type of way, but at the same time, you like the people that is talking about, man, I need this motivation. Like, just like you said, somebody will contact you, and you be like, yeah, you liked it, but why you didn't share? You may not say that to them, but you like, okay, if you felt like it really hit you right here, you could just click a share.
No.
And that's gonna touch somebody.
When they do that, they hit me outside of the message and be like, man, I really needed it. I need some motivation today. I'm gonna send it because that's what I want to be. The fact that you thought about me, the fact that because you didn't think about me by yourself, even down to being a co-host of your show, your ideas didn't come from you. It came from you, but you had God put me on your mind for that moment. So it's the same thing with people. At first it bothered me. Now it's like, you know what? What if out of those 3 people on here, the second person is the person that let this video see this video touch, and they know somebody. The next thing you know, it's 500,000 views. And then they gonna go click on all, because underneath here, all the other ones show up that we done. Did you know that? So never despise small beginnings.
That's right.
And we've talked this show, we've already talked about what motivation and inspiration mean. Everything we're talking about now is all examples of motivation and inspiration. And like I told you, if nobody ever watched my videos ever again, I'm still gonna drop them. Because when I'm dropping them, it's doing something for me. It's giving me something. It's keeping my peace. It's letting me clear my head. Because for one, God giving me the idea. And so if I don't put it out there, I'm being disobedient. So I have to go ahead and do it, but I have to do it when he tells me to. If I want to do it and it's just, I want it too bad, I want those numbers, it ain't that video ain't gonna do nothing. But if
Jamie said all you had to do is reach 1. You got no idea.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the hashtag? Each one teach one.
Yeah, that's
right.
And that's all I was trying to say. That's it. And that was an easier way to slice and dice. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. He went and summed up everything we said.
Yeah,
We
and
said
see,
in the last 5 minutes.
he inspired me. He inspired me to know that I wasn't crazy. And I wasn't just on here
It just
feeling like
confirmed
a
it.
fool.
I know
He
you weren't
confirmed it.
crazy. It don't matter.
Oh
It
yeah.
don't matter what the other viewers think.
Oh yeah. He understand what I mean. His confirmation motivated me to inspired me farther back than he even realized
Yeah.
at that moment. Because him telling me that just took me back to realize that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, they ain't
Even when
sure
it don't
right.
feel like
It confirmed your inspiration. You already knew your inspiration was there. Sometimes you just got to be reminded of it.
that's
Because
it.
sometimes the little negative motivations, like seeing how many people viewing, that's a negative motivation because that's not driven by what's right or what your inspiration is. I was inspired to reach people. It ain't say how many people.
That's it.
Well, if I was inspired to reach a million people, then I need to be doing something to reach a million people. But that ain't the right thing to do. It's about touching people. It ain't about
But
how
to reach
many.
a million people will be this one thing with quality.
That's
That's
it.
it.
You got like you told me in the first couple of shows. You said you got to lay the groundwork.
That's it. That's it. Cause like I was talking to somebody about business yesterday, and they were saying that the work ain't never been like this, and we ain't even through with this because we got these
Mm-hmm.
people calling to do this, and they doing this because all them times where it felt like it wasn't gonna never come together, they kept trusting, they kept believing, and they kept giving quality work. Now they overwhelmed almost, but they
Yeah,
secure. And quality will bring the quantity later.
that's right. That's where we at right now. Cause,
That's
'cause
it.
we always stood on that quality work. And we didn't fudge it for anybody. We didn't say, "Hey, we need to cut some corners, get this job done real quick." And now we got people beating the door down. Like
Oh,
we're probably a month booked right now, or further out, just because we put up that quality work. Now we got quantity coming in. That means quantity means ching ching ching, which
oh,
is just a means to an end. Money is a means to an end, but we all need money to survive nowadays, unfortunately, because there's no other alternative.
and then if we're gonna talk about I guess we've talked about the positive motivation and inspiration. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about the negative, because negative is what the world likes now.
That's
If we
right.
get on here fighting, if we
Oh
start
man,
fighting right now,
views
we
going up.
going to 1,000 just like that. But what I said I
Yeah,
never
you
do
shot it
is
right.
I won't lose my integrity for a number.
Don't compromise your integrity.
Can't do it. Now, at one point in
Okay.
my life, I would have, but I done came too far and realized that, like they said, the grass ain't green on the other side.
It
And me
ain't.
being negative and calling somebody else out on here, talking bad about them.
Yeah.
What if that day, that person just had the worst moment ever, and now 1,000 people on here with 5,000 comments in an hour
Mm-hmm.
being negative.
Just
All
pushing right
because
over,
they had a bad day and we took it the wrong way.
pushing right over the
It can go
edge.
so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm inspired to see negativity inspires me to stay positive. That pushes me. And if we got to go backwards, I can use my father. I'm healed of that. I don't have a hole in my heart anymore there. But with my son, it's motivation. No, it inspires me when I see him. But how I see men be like, man, I was that man. My daddy won't stuff me. My daddy won't show up. He won't call. He won't do none of that. Okay, well, get inspired and change the next generation. Let
Mm-hmm.
that be your motivation instead of using that anger to fuel yourself
Because you
to
can't
be
change that.
angrier. Right. And what people fail to realize, especially in the real men, real talk, let's talk about that for a second. If I had kept the anger toward my father, and I had kept the unforgiveness toward my father, what people don't realize is that anger transfers to that baby. And that baby grows up mad. That baby grows up angry. And what you're doing is you building, the monster. And look, I won't never say that my son won't ever have issues. But I promise you, I won't be one of them. And see, what I have to do is I had to let go of all that other little stuff. Even though it hurt to let it go too. Because, you know, you're a man, you're supposed to be able to hold on to this. I need this. I'm mad at you. Nope. I forgive you because there's something that you didn't get. And that's what gives me motivation. There's something something you didn't get in your fatherhood, in your childhood, that you weren't able to give me. And then I look at the inspiration and the motivation, and I look at this right here. If he had have been there, would I be this?
You wouldn't be that. Because
what he had to offer me apparently wouldn't have been too much more than I didn't have. We can't even have a civil conversation.
Yeah.
But what motivates me now to keep loving my father, because I got to thank him for giving me life. And I thank him for making sure I was here. And he checked on me during Corona. Let's see, if I'd have been mad at him and would never let him in, I would have never been inspired by the call to let them know there is a chance. There's never too late to be inspired by anything. So if I had to give you one thing to say about it, it's forgive. I'm trying to motivate you to forgive so you can let go of the stuff that's inside that you try to hold on to because it hinders everything else attached to you. And I want you to be inspired by what I'm saying in your life. And I think I'm through it right there. I might have been a guest today. I think
so. I think that was it, man. I think that was it. I mean, like I said, for people that don't normally watch our show, this is how we do it anyway. It ain't no different, man. We sit here and talk like ain't nobody here, like it's just me and you.
Okay.
Yeah, real talk with real men. We can't have no cap. We got, we don't talk crazy, but we need to say what needs to be said, man. Some people need to hear it. People need to hear it. Somebody might be delivered from a father issue just from that one little statement.
And I told you, I only
might
want to be
inspired.
That's it.
I think we'll talk more about it. Later. We probably can bring somebody with a third opinion, fourth opinion, whatever, and talk about it later. But
Mr. Phillips still there? We should bring him in. We won't have to bring him in. We won't have to bring him in today per se, but
yeah, my battery. I messed around, left my charger at the house. And
I got one for you. There you go.
Plug me up, Shawty.
Yeah, I understand, but yeah, we can do an offset show with him and let him, because it's always good to hear other people's opinion, because everybody's opinion, like I can say all these things, they can hear me, but he might can say the one thing that locks him in to understand everything else I see.
They sum it up, sum the whole thing up. So you and I we're like-minded and like-spirited, but we think differently. And when we were talking earlier, you was like, "Well, I'm different. I think I do things differently." I was like, "That's why we here. Yeah. We ain't here to talk about the same thing. If you said the same thing I said, it'd be boring. Like it sounds like an echo. So we bring. That's why it's real talk with real men, multiple men with different perspectives, different backgrounds. That's what it's about.
That's it.
Each one teach one.
And that sums up today. Each one teach one.
Each one teach one. Motivate for today to inspire for tomorrow.
Bang, bang.
And I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody tuned in. We're going to continue this conversation later. Next episode, Be tuned in. Some good stuff gonna happen. We got a good series going on about men's health right now. It's real good stuff going on. We got some good guests coming up. Check the YouTube page, Real Talk with Real Men. It's got all the videos on it. Check the Facebook page, Real Talk with Real Men. If you're a man, come join it. Share, like, subscribe, all of that. Appreciate my co-host, Big Steady. I've been Josh McGlone with Real Talk with Real Men. Always take care of yourselves, each other, and always keep it real. Peace.